Today, we're going to present about Kahoot. I'm Victoria.
I'm Janice.
I'm Yo-Yo.
And I'm Anson. Let me first have a brief background on our lesson. Our lesson topic will be Sports Day, and our target audience will be primary 4 students. The language skill that we are focusing on will be vocabulary, mainly about some nouns on the sports events and some adjectives and feelings regarding Sports Day. Kahoot will be the technological tool used in our lesson as its interactive nature enables primary students to learn in a motivating way. After this lesson, we expect our students to know about the categories of different sport events, some synonyms and antonyms of adjectives, as well as words to describe their feelings. Before I start going into more information about the technological tool Kahoot, I would like to have a brief outline on our presentation. We'll first introduce the technological tool Kahoot. Then we'll move on to the advantages using Kahoot and the 3 question types included in our Kahoot lesson. Lastly, we will also look into some of the limitations of using Kahoot as a technological tool in our lesson.
Kahoot is a free online game-based learning platform that makes it easy to create, share, and play learning games or trivia quizzes in minutes. Unleash the fun in the classrooms, offices, and living rooms. It is a great way to get students engaged and having fun in learning English or other subjects. It is an interactive quiz game for all subjects of learning. Teachers can create their quiz by typing in questions relating to their topic or subject. The kids then use their devices, for example, an iPad, computer, phone, or tablet, to go to the Kahoot website. You can even create social games to play at a party. They also offer thousands of public created quizzes for you to do. The game is highly compelling and engaging. To start a lesson, you are given a pin. The students are automatically in the game after they type in the pin. They compete against each other for higher points. Teachers can also download the score for the record.
Next, we're going to demonstrate our demo of our Kahoot lesson.
Now I'm going to talk about the benefits of using Kahoot in lessons. First of all, it's interactive and fun. Kahoot allows students to revise their lesson content in a fun way, encouraging them to actively participate and input. It may also arouse students' interest in learning more of the similar things because Kahoot shows that learning this kind of content can be fun. Also, it is competitive in nature. Kahoot creates a competitive environment to stimulate students' attentiveness because students have to pay attention and think meticulously if they want to win. This kind of healthy competition is beneficial to students because the stress that they experience helps them recall things that they've just learned instead of always sitting around waiting for someone else to answer. And it gives students more motivation and to consolidate their newly learned knowledge actively after the game. It also has time limit and special point allocation. The time limit of the questions can pressure students to retrieve their knowledge faster, and the fact that the shorter it takes to answer the question, the more points you get adds on to that pressure. Also, this can test whether students are careful when they read the questions and answers. This can remind students about the minor mistakes that they would make and brings the issue to the light. Also, Kahoot allows us to customize different question types. With different question types, the game forces students to think in various ways instead of sticking to one thinking pattern. For example, in our Kahoot games, in the true-false question category, a question about a synonym and another about antonym is asked. This challenges students to think in opposite directions and encourages them to pay attention to the details. In our game, the first category of question we have is categorization. It mainly tests students on different events in the field and track category and see if they know them well enough to be able to differentiate the odd one in each group. The second question type is true or false question. It is to test students on the knowledge of vocabulary and see if they can distinguish between the synonyms and antonyms. And the last type of the question we have is explanation. It is comparatively more straightforward by asking students to identify the wrong explanation of the given word.
Lastly, we're going to talk about the limitations of using Kahoot. Although Kahoot can increase the motivation of students to learn, it has some limitations. Firstly, Kahoot is inefficient to help students to learn new knowledge. The design of Kahoot is more like a quiz tool that helps students to reinforce their previous learned knowledge. However, the design of Kahoot cannot allow teachers to deliver lectures. In other words, teachers need to use other online learning tools to replace Kahoot when they need to teach new concepts to students. Moreover, Kahoot promotes competition. Although students may enjoy learning with games, they may feel disappointed when they cannot gain good marks. Some high ability students may find Kahoot interesting as they can have a sense of achievement during the game, while some lower ability students may feel anxious if they can't catch up with their schoolmates. Teachers may need to clarify the game is a tool for learning only and should not condemn students if they can't have high marks. Take our demo as an example. Its topic is teaching vocabulary about sports day and the adjectives of feeling. Although students can check their memory about the previous knowledge, they may find it hard to learn the words through Kahoot. It's because Kahoot cannot provide students with explanation immediately after they have finished one question because of the fast pace. It is suggested to use online learning tools such as Neopod or Quizlet, to help students to comprehend the words. After the lectures, teachers can ask students to do Kahoot for checking their comprehension of the words. Even if the students fail, teachers can comfort them by saying they have just learned the vocab for only a lesson. Hence, students will still be motivated to learn. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.